Welcome back to CryptosRus. I'm George. We're all George. Bitcoin squeeze is happening. So let me show you what to expect, why the squeeze is happening, and everything else that's going on in the world of crypto today. Let's do this. Welcome, guys. Bitcoin is holding at 27.7, 27.8. A little bit better than this morning. Slow trending upwards. Once again, we have several big things happening this week, and I've been explaining over and over. Today, the market did start in the green, and then it kind of fizzled out. NASDAQ was still up, but Dow was down. People are still waiting for this debt ceiling resolution, which will probably happen this week. So this is one major thing. I don't need to get into it anymore. You guys are probably sick of hearing about this, right? But this will happen this week. There's just no way they're going to leave this. There's no way that the U.S. is going to default. They already came to a resolution. So now it's just a matter of Congress approving it. Unless there's something weird that happens, it's going to be approved. Yay, markets will rally because of it. Now, the bad thing is, of course, inflation will continue to be elevated because the U.S. government is just going to print more money. So that's not good, but it's yay again for Bitcoin holders, because when you're holding on hard assets like Bitcoin, inflation helps, drives prices higher. So long-term, yay, short-term, yay. This is all pretty good, Hong Kong's opening June 1st. I've talked about that. That's pretty good as well. But you know what else is good? Well, Tether. I don't know. This still has me uneasy because you know who was the last project that started getting into Bitcoin, started buying Bitcoin for its reserves? Well, I don't have to name names, but I will. Terra Luna. And, unfortunately, everyone's plotting them for that. I was too at the time. I just thought, oh, it's a brilliant move, right? Why would you not want Bitcoin to back your reserves? So, obviously, my fault. My fault at that. I got burned. A lot of people got burned. People just didn't recognize what kind of Ponzi it was at the time. But you know what? Tether is doing the same thing. Now, this story is different. Tether is starting Bitcoin mining, right? So they want to diversify right now. Basically, Tether is making money like crazy. Okay, hand over fist, basically. They have massive amount of profit. So now they're trying to diversify and get into Bitcoin as much as they can. First of all, with Bitcoin mining. And then second of all, also, well, no, that's not what it is. Second of all, they're going to start buying with their profits, buying Bitcoin and backing their reserves with it. For stable coins, it's supposed to be backed 1-for-1 for dollars. But Tether is going to do something different. They don't want to do that. They want to back it with the likes of Bitcoin, which is great in an up market, in a bull market, because the more Bitcoin you buy, the more valuable it becomes. That's great. But in a down market, it's absolutely horrible because that means your reserve is actually shrinking as Bitcoin drops in price, right? So this is really risky. But it does add to a lot of buying pressure. If Tether continues to make billions per quarter and they go put a little bit of that into Bitcoin, well, that is tremendous buying pressure every single quarter. That alone could just make Bitcoin stable because they make so much money. It's crazy. It's crazy, right? At least that's what they say. Right? No one really knows. No one's really auditing them, but they're reporting that they're making $1.5 billion per quarter, right? So I don't know how I feel because last Terra Luna did this, but Tether doing it. It could be good. It could be bad. Overall, I guess if you have buy pressure on Bitcoin, that's good. As long as Tether doesn't tweet out, steady lads deploying more capital, I think we'll be okay. So we have that. But that's not why Bitcoin's in the pressure cooker, why it's being squeezed. But This is the reason why. Because, I mean, just look at it. Bitcoin, ever since it hit 69,000, obviously our peak, right? We've been in this descending channel for quite some time, right? Since 69,000 all the way to where we are. Also, we dropped below a very crucial 200 weekly moving average, okay, which we have now bumped above. And now we're kind of holding above. But you could see the two squeezing Bitcoin right there. We're at the cusp of one and two things. We're either going to break below the 200 weekly moving average, which looks very unlikely at this point unless disasters happens like the U.S. defaults, or we're going to finally break above this descending channel that has formed since 2021. So over a year and a half. Actually, 2 years. This goes all the way back to, it started around April of 2021. So it's been 2 years. 2 years. So we're finally getting that squeeze. It's been 2 years in the making. And if we break above, again, very, very bullish on top of all the other stuff I just mentioned, right? So this is absolutely huge. Huge, huge. Now, once we do break it, what can we expect? Well, according to Stock Money Lizards, most likely going up to the halving event will be about 29% off from the top. This is what happened back in 2019 when we ferociously went up, right, from 3,000 or 3,800, no, 3,000 all the way up to 14,000, right? So we're following the same pattern. We should ferociously go up and hit somewhere around 40 to 50,000, about 29% before we get to the next halving event, right? So something like that. I'm looking forward to it again because of the big news from this week, and also, of course, the XRP settlement, which could be coming right around the corner. We could definitely see a rally like this. Plus, we have that squeeze happening, right? So a lot of bullishness happening right now. And also, if you look at the hodl waves, it's pretty clear that we are starting a new cycle. You could see the V's, right? The peaks. Now, even though every time we get a descending peak because of diminishing returns, but you could see we barely started this new cycle. We're right at the bottom, starting upwards. It's looking pretty darn good from a macro perspective, right? Looking good. Looking good. All right, what else is there? Well, I did talk about XRP. So we got that to look forward to. Also today, we have some regulations, not so good ones. Bybit, a lot of you guys are Bybit users because they're huge derivative trading platform. They're exiting Canada. We know that Binance just recently exited Canada, citing regulatory tension. Now Bybit is leaving, probably due to their futures. I guess their leverage, I'm assuming, has something to do with it. Coinbase, however, on the other hand, applauded Canada for their regulatory rules. So it's kind of weird. So I guess the derivative ones are moving out, but the normal spot exchangers are staying. I don't know. So those of you guys that are live in Canada, your options are dwindling. But you still have Coinbase, Kraken, and Gemini, right? I don't know if any of these offer futures trading. Probably not. I don't think Kraken does. That's probably why they're around, right? So you have Bybit leaving. You have Coinbase employee that used to do insider trading, knew which coins were going to get listed, and he would buy a ton of it. He settles his charge. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. And, you know, the other thing is, of course, Coinbase itself is still suing SEC, still waiting for some kind of response, right? That is supposed to be within a week, too. So you got a lot of stuff happening within a week. You have the debt ceiling crisis. You have Hong Kong opening up. You have XRP basically winning that lawsuit. And also, you got the Coinbase lawsuit against the SEC. So there's a lot. And then plus you got the squeeze. You got a good squeeze coming too. There's a lot of stuff happening. All fantastic. All fantastic. And you know what's happening tomorrow? Those of you guys that pay attention to my Twitter, guess what? I invited the SNEK guys. Okay, so tomorrow, 6:30 p.m. on Twitter Spaces, I'll be talking to the team to see what they're up to. I had a brief conversation with them. They seem like they're good guys, NFT guys, DGen guys, right? Doing a whole lot for Cardano right now. No one expected this. They're absolutely killing it. So tomorrow, we'll be talking to these guys on Twitter at 6:30 p.m. So make sure you follow me on Twitter. All right, outside of that, it's pretty much it. Let's do some Q&A. All right. Light turnout tonight. What's up with that? What happened to everyone? Scrolling down here. Let's see what I missed. Is not DCA night. That's tomorrow. Let's see. I broke even. Perry, congratulations. At least you broke even. I did not get a haircut. Let's see. Taco Tuesday is good. I want a 5-year bear market to DCA as much as I want. Okay. 1 year is enough, okay? 1 year of a bear market feels like 5 years. So let's not ask for a real 5 years. That would be hellish. Let's see. Everyone is burned out from a long weekend. I guess so. I guess I must be one of the only ones that didn't go anywhere. Stayed home and chilled. Still trying to plan for GeorgeCon. Probably in Chicago. It's looking less and less like it's going to be in Vegas. Will nuke war be bullish for Bitcoin? I would say not, but who knows? Who knows? Maybe it'll be bullish, but I doubt it. I also stayed home and barbecued. I was driving my brother's Evo with 400 horsepower. That's pretty nice. Evos have a lot of turbo lag, that's for sure. Vicarious Jack, big super chat with no question. I appreciate that. Have I seen the insane size of Cardano Cube? No. I have no idea what you're talking about. No idea. I was too lazy to pick up Pepe early since I'd never use a DEX. Hopefully my SNEK FOMO doesn't backfire. Well, let's see. Let's see. Talk to the guy. I'm talking to the guys tomorrow. We'll see what they say. But I don't know how many. There's like 4 guys that's part of it. I think 3 guys are going to join. I don't know. But I think it's going to be a good chat. I mean, you got to arguably, SNEK is the hottest meme coin right now. I think Ben is fuzzing out or phasing out. I don't know what you say, how you say it, but it's losing its strength. Milady's is like dead. Pepe is also losing a lot of strength. So the only one that's really doing well right now is, look at Pepe's down 10%. Ladies is down 10%, down to 26 million. They were at 140 at one point in time. Ben token's down a little bit, 23% at 46 million. That's still a pretty respectable number, 46 million, but down 23% is no good. And then SNEK is up 30% at $100 million. Arguably the hottest meme coin right now. Maybe they could pull a Pepe and go to $1 billion. Unlikely, but we'll see. You know, there's no use case for ADA right now, right? That's why everyone is FOMOing in, because everyone just stakes ADA. And now people are FOMOing into SNEK instead. What's Cardano's Explorer? What's the biggest Cardano Explorer? Where's the one that tells you how much is staked? This is not what I was looking for. There's one that tells you, like, oh, I think it's Cardano pools. Something like that. Cardano pools. ADA pools. No, not what I was thinking about. Man, it was a site. I can't find it. Where pool tools. Maybe, yeah, I think this is it. Yeah, here we go. Hey, only 65%, 66% is staked. This number used to be above 70. I think a lot of it went into SNEK, to be honest. A lot of people probably pulled out for it, but yeah, so it's still a ridiculously high number. I'm proud to hold, Sebastian says, I'm proud to hold a few Bitcoins thanks to you. I have them on Ledger Action. I move them to another wallet. You know, Sebastian, that's a good question. I don't know how to quite answer that because Ledger X is the one that's supposed to get that firmware for the back door. As long as you don't upgrade the firmware, I guess you're okay. But then if you don't upgrade the firmware, then there may be a vulnerability that's not patched. So I don't know, Sebastian. Maybe I should get the Ledger guys on. I think they're holding an AMA, but maybe I could get them to do a Spaces with me, and we could hash it out and talk about it. I think the thing is, even if you get the firmware, you have to opt in for them to open it up, right? So that's the thing. But then the CEO kind of said if they're subpoenaed, then they will give it anyways. So does that mean if they're subpoenaed and you didn't opt in, can they still take it? I don't know the answer to that. I'm hoping it's no. So I don't know. What do you think about Elmo ERC meme token? Marco, I have no idea about Elmo. So many unanswered questions. I actually, that's actually a good idea. I am going to try to get them to do a Spaces with me, or maybe a Zoom call. I think that would be a good thing. Too much controversy going on right now. I don't think anyone has a good answer. Last week, I asked all these guys like what they're going to do with their ledger, and no one had a good answer for it. Like, do you just move to Treasure, or do you like move it to Trust Wallet or something like that? No one really knows. Why is staking so high for Cosmos and ADA on Coinbase? I don't know what you mean by that. Like the percentage is really high? Cosmos is high because the inflation rate is high. Cardano is not that high. It's like 4% or something. ACH bullish or bearish? Nah, neither. They're very useful. I don't know if I'm bullish or bearish on either one. They're doing okay. They're a fiat on-ramp, off-ramp. They might have problems with banks too, like a lot of the other exchanges. Why not Abra wallet? Never used them. I heard them, never used them. Passive income. I don't really have any thoughts on Bambi. So, I just know early on, I'm just not going to say anything. But I don't have any thoughts on Bambi right now. I know, who was it, J Chains? I think he's trying to market them. He reached out recently, but I have my own reasons to stay away at this point. Is Kada still good to have? Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Cadena. So I still wish them best of luck. They still need to grow their economy. So Koala Wallet is a good wallet. But they just need more. Just like a lot of these. You know, like a meme coin on Condado could do wonders for them. They don't have enough TVL. They don't have enough transactions or volume. They really don't have much, right? So kind of like Cardano, if you built like a really good meme coin within Cadena, that could work. That could drive a lot of people to it. Rich Q, I appreciate it. Bitbox 02. You know, the funny thing is I have that. I bought that years ago. I was just too lazy to try it, but I actually do have it. I think they're out of Taiwan or something. How many DFK heroes do I have? 0. I never played DFK for a game. I played it for staking Jewel, which was rewarding me massively before, until it didn't, until they had the controversy, and then everything dumped, and, you know, and then you guys know the story, right? And then they moved off of Harmony. I'm in touch with Dreamer, so I'm going to talk with him some more. But all 3 tokens for DFK has been tanking and tanking more and tanking more. So it's a really difficult situation here. I mean, it's under 9 million market cap. At peak, they were at like 1 billion or something like that. So I don't even know how you get back there. I know they're working very hard. Dreamer gets in my ear, tells me like, you know, I should not be giving up on them, but you know, it's tough. How many Bitcoins should you buy? As much as you can afford. There's no right or wrong answers. How many you can afford? I think it's a game of accumulation. Whoever accumulates the most benefits the most. Just kind of how it works. I lost all my Jewel in the bridge for DeFi. How did you do that? That shouldn't be possible. Norman, appreciate it. The Joker has no answer. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? There's no answer for the Joker, you mean? On the heat side, that's true. When you DC into Bitcoin rather than alts? Traditionally speaking, you do it when when it's a bear market, when we're going down, right? Crypto winter, because Bitcoin becomes stronger than the alts, right? But really, you could DCA into Bitcoin anytime. There's people that only DCA in Bitcoin, and there's times where Bitcoin is just so much stronger than everything else. Even in the last few months, Bitcoin's been stronger than most altcoins. So, you know, it's never a wrong time to DCA into Bitcoin. I think we may be screwed with Harmony. I don't know about Harmony. I don't know if they're going to come back or not. You know, I interviewed Steven Tsai before, and I thought he was a good guy. But, you know, based on some of the stories some of these projects have shared, I don't know. But, you know, they're still holding at 200 million. They're not sub 1 million. So maybe they could pull it through. But without DFK, it's going to be tough. DFK really, I believe in bull market carried Harmony. I really think that's the thing. Constellation, I have nothing against them. I just don't hear anything about them anymore. You know, when I first uncovered them, it seemed like they had this brilliant layer 0 setup or layer 1 setup that the U.S. Air Force uses. But since then, I have not heard anything about them at all. Daniel, come on. Come on now. 2 people says Harmony is gone and it's bad. Cars, coffee, and coin event. Maybe I could do something like that. All right, guys. Let's conclude. Bitcoin seeing a short squeeze. Not a short squeeze, but it's seeing a squeeze for sure. Right here. Something's going to happen, and I think it's good. But in the meantime, we'll see what happens with debt ceiling, with Hong Kong, with the Ripple case, with Tether now buying Bitcoin. There's a lot of things going on, right? A lot of good things going on right now. All right, guys, smash the like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, 8:30 a.m. Central Standard Time. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, and make sure you hit that button and set a reminder for yourself. All right, guys, have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.